I got self-titled answers on how I started, how I represent Tampa. I know you're used to hearing me on some wild out shit, yelling at the top of my lungs how my nine gon' spit. But I got more styles than sick, and I've been doing this for Fahrenheit 813 since 93. I've been making beats and writing rap sheets, mischievous teenager with a creative outlet to release anger. Groovy shake bass music, I was into that. Poison Clan, 2 Live Crew, that's what got me into rap. Looping tracks with fast hi-hats and 808s, 4-track machine with the high-speed cassette tape. Now keep in mind, I was a fan, but as MCs we all are, and very few of us become stars. Went from blasting Magic Mike to grabbing a mic, tried to sound like Spice One and not Rapper's Delight. From E40 to Ice Cube, the West Coast had a lot to do with the type of beats I'd write to. But still the Juice Crew was one of my faves. Never discriminated whether New York or LA. And around the mid-90s, I became fascinated with the Lord Finesse style of slick rhyming. The Redmans, the Big L's, the Das Effects, Raz Cass and Chino XL type of records. So guess what? Self-titled emerged, bowling ball style, running through pens, author of murderous words. And I was set to rip every verse I put down. 17 years old and at rapping, I'm pretty good now. I'm from a city that don't have much hip-hop roots, so I felt compelled to form a hip-hop group. See, I was once on some go against the norm, flow fast and write rhymes in complex forms. It was kinda ill at the time, cause really the only other choice was Puffy and Mace and the Big Willie Club joints. So I got my act together and eventually met 2 other MCs that rap together. We was all on that underground vibe, cellar dwellers, Cool Keith, tribe and organized. I was kinda out of my mind, a weird guy, cut designs in my facial hair, fucked around with beard dye. It was me, Magic and Dutch, and we had a lot of fun. Thought we were smart, named ourselves Equilibrium. That's right. And had a label called Atomic with Walkman and Cramptronics laying down cuts on it. I stayed polying 24/7, and in 1997 started recording our first record. Then my phone rang, didn't know who it was from. Some guy that called himself Apathy, the Alien Tongue. Heard I had production, and I could rhyme too. He was from the north, and knew some Jedi mind dudes. Plus he had a crew better than any squad. Couple months later they was calling me a demigod. I started shopping my demo aggressively, landed on the desk of Bud's Distribution NYC. Next thing you know I got a single on wax and an offer for a job in New York, so my bag was packed. And a Floridian in New York, white Cuban boy that says nigga and eats pork. So you could call me foul, but back then I didn't care. I would do whatever to catch a listener's ear. So I submerged myself in the local scene. New Eurekan, wetlands, tramp speed, SOBs. That guy Apathy, he's from Connecticut, so we would link up and write songs to make records with. The label I was messing with, they was feeling it. So then we had vinyl distribution at our fingertips. The Demigod's onslaught was in full motion. 20 singles in 2000 with no promotion. My name was everywhere, for beats or for features, but best believe I had a fuckload of non-believers. Masterminded an underground persona, dirty mouth punchline, wild animal down to bring the drama. I made a lot of friends from Boston to Philly. Never thought this many heads would say they really feeling me, so you gotta respect that. And when Benny Paz asked me to join the army, I was like, bet that. Then Jimmy Iovine's assistant insisted that me and Apathy make a little visit for business. The deal fell through, but Atlantic picked that up. We expanded the Gods in LA with more rappers. Then Cage got smacked up. I remember punching him. I remember pressing up his diss songs and trumpet. I remember having him so scared, chain smoking in the back room at his show just cause I was there. He was drugged up and panicked, couldn't face me, he was frantic. Snuck behind with a bottle and then he ran quick. That's how a little man fights a giant. Cowardly lion, and God strike me down if I'm lying. But I've moved past past that. It's all gravy. I was on an album executively produced by Jay-Z. Tours with Mike Shinoda. Getting paper with Fort Minor. My worldwide exposure is a sore reminder. To those who think I'm gonna disappear, but it's pretty obvious that I ain't going nowhere. I am a hater's worst nightmare that got fans, and I gain more and more every time I drop jams.
I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. Right on the spot, right on the spot. I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. I can write a rhyme, flip it up and write the next one. Right on the spot, right on the spot.
Yes, yes, sure. Yes, as I proceed. Yes, yes, sure. Yes, as I proceed. Yes, yes, sure.
All right. I think we're all real happy right now.
Yeah, that was good.